Hobbymaker are live from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day on Sky Channel 670, Freesat Channel 807 and Freeview Channel 73. You can also watch on YouTube via some smart TVs, your computer and phone.
If you want to search our website for your favourite brands, simply go to hobbymaker.co.uk, click on brands, and you'll find all your favourite items all in one place. Shopping made simple with Hobbymaker.
It couldn't be easier to watch Hobbymaker. You can join us on Sky, Freeview, on our website or on YouTube. So you can watch at home or on the go. Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's still dark out there. It's still dark out there. Oh, come out my dad's house this morning. He lives in Henley down the road. And all the street lamps go off. And he lives opposite a green. I was a bit scared. It was jet black when I come out. Oh, bit scared. Anyway, this morning we've been having a bit of Bucks Fizz, haven't we?
Absolutely.
We've had a bit of Bucks Fizz.
Not the drink. Not the drink.
But
a
we've
little
had
bit of music to wake us up this morning. Not that I need much waking up. Once I'm up, I'm up.
I was going to say you are, yeah. Although you couldn't get out your hotel.
No,
this
it was
morning,
a catalogue of errors this morning, Zena, because I got up, everything fine. I come out to get out of the hotel room, and the doors wouldn't open. They just went, eek, stop, and I'm like, you know, I know I'm on an eating plan, but I'm not biggie just yet. And there was that much space to get out, and I'm thinking, oh no, and she didn't know what to do, God love her.
Because it was her first night shift,
Yeah, I know, oh, bless her little heart. So in the end, I finally got out, and then to top it all, in the car park, some kind, spirited person had decided to park his car or her car with this much gap, and it left me no room for getting out.
Manoeuvrement.
So I had to do every single little bit. It nearly took me 10 minutes to do that because... but if I'm here.
She's here.
I'm here. I'm here and ready for a great day here.
And isn't it a great day?
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness
Absolutely.
me. We have got, and we were just saying before the show, having a magazine, it's a magazine launch, the long-anticipated magazine launch coming in here, and Christmas themed, and it is all about, so this is issue number 5.
So this is the latest edition of our magazines, and I'll give you a little bit of an insight and a little bit of a thing about our magazines. So our magazines are all about inspiration. Literally, they are full of ideas, projects, everything from latest things that we've launched, to give you some ideas on how to use the latest products that we've launched. For me, it's not just about the education, but it's about the full value of that magazine. So what Sarah and the team do is we've got like a marketing budget for all the magazines that we launch. I will just say this is a new relaunch of our magazines. It's like a global. We've rebranded, yes. So this is issue number 5 in our rebranded magazines. We bring them out I'm going to say about quarterly. Usually bring them out. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Might be a little bit less than that, but yeah, honestly, they are jam-packed full of all sorts of inspiration. Yeah. But for me, I'm the one that goes to a magazine stand and I look what they're offering me inside the magazine. I like a crafty kit. I like the crafty goodies. Our kits that we put in our magazines alone are amazing value. They are, and I'll go through it all step by step because we've got a ton of stuff that comes free with the magazine anyway. But we've got TV exclusives.
This is the thing I found out this morning, right?
You were a bit shocked, weren't you?
I was, because I think every time you take the time to make something for somebody, whether, you know, especially if you're making for somebody that you know as opposed to selling, I know that's a whole different thing, but you're taking the time to make somebody for somebody that you love, somebody that you care about, and then you take it to the next level where when you buy this magazine this morning, this brand new launch, there are 3 items that unless people buy from Hobbymaker, nobody ever on this whole planet will get those freebies other than you. So unless you've got friends and family that actually buy from Hobbymaker, nobody's going to have anything like this when you give them the card. So you know you're giving them something completely and utterly unique.
It's honestly, it's just jam-packed full. The whole bundle that we've brought to you today is exclusive to Hobbymaker. Those 3 there, so we've got 2 3D embossing folders. And again, we'll go through it in more detail. And we've also got a beautiful frame as well. And again, I'm going to show you some samples of how you can use these. Our lovely design team have been creating. But it's a beautiful frame one. And all 3 of them are from our vintage snowman range. So we brought a range called Vintage Snowman, one of our Christmas ranges. However, these are exclusive to that range. So there's no, what you see right in front of you right now is not in that original kit. These are exclusive. So if you have
no
got
duplication.
If you have got that vintage snowman, these are going to work beautifully with your collection. However, even if you haven't got the vintage snowman, these 2 embossing folders and that gorgeous die are standalone products. They will work. They'll work probably with things in your magazine, but they will also literally work on their own, take it into your other Christmas crafting as well. And I will show you some inspiration that the amazing design team have done. But I can't stress enough. So our latest issue is number 5. It's a global magazine. It's a little bit of an hybrid one as well, because there's a little bit of soft crafts in there as well as...
I've just seen that lovely penguin on like
absolutely.
Applique.
Applique? How do you say it? How did you say it?
Applique.
Applique. I'll go with that one. Applique. I'm not sure, I'll be honest.
Applique. Oh, excuse me.
But honestly, it's a really fabulous magazine. I can promise you it literally is a... Now, I always try and remember this saying because there's somebody used to tell me this, but it's an all thriller, no filler magazine. So it's full of thrills. So there's no advertisements whatsoever. We're not going to try and... You know, you see in the back of magazines, you'll know yourself when you go out and buy those magazines, you'll know what I mean by that, where at the back or somewhere sandwiched in the magazine, there's like adverts of different craft shops or different things or all sorts going off in there. There's none of that in our magazine. It is all about the inspiration.
Brilliant.
And it's all about education. It's all about how to use things in the craft kit that we're bringing in the magazine. But it's also as well... a really fun magazine. It's one of those that you're going to sit with a cup of coffee. I can see Zena now. All she needs is a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Just sat there and having a good read through. There's some quizzes and puzzles in there.
There is. I've just seen that. Take
bit of an
right behind the scenes,
behind the scenes.
Companion.
But I will go through with it when we unbox it. So, and I'm not going to show you the whole magazine. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm going to show you the majority. I'm going to give you a little insight into the kind of things that you can expect from our magazines. And we've got more than just the latest edition. Stay tuned. We've got 2 hours now, and we've also got 2 hours later on this afternoon, jam-packed full of lots of ideas.
Back, aren't you?
I am, It's very nice one, this one today. But honestly, it's just an amazing magazine that is full of inspiration. I always say it's one of the things that, and as a crafter, whether you've just started, it's something that anybody can pick up this magazine and work with. You can follow those instructions, step-by-step instructions as well as picture instructions to create something. We give you different skill levels in there. So you can start off quite simply. If you are a beginner crafter, you can start off at a beginner level and then you can advance yourself up. There's 68 projects in this one alone. 68 in this one, So honestly, when I say this, I mean anybody can pick this magazine up and craft with. Anybody.
Brilliant. With no experience
With no experience whatsoever, because you've got all the tuition, all the free education in there as well. You've got that little craft kit in there. It's a really nice little addition. We'll talk about this one in a second. But it is one of those that any skill level can pick up. And it really, really is. And then you can also take it outside of the magazine. You can use the craft kit that's in there. You can use the exclusive dies and embossing folders. And then you can get creative and you can interpret this how you want and you can take it in. And I've often, and it happens to us all this, Zena, it happens to everybody, but I craft a lot, as you know, for a living as well as a hobby. But you can still have this like block where you've got no inspiration. You don't know where to get your inspiration from.
You lose your mojo, they say.
Yeah, they say it's like a crafter's block, a bit like a writer's block, but in the form of crafting. And it's just sometimes nice to pick up the magazine, whether it be this one or the other editions, and we'll talk about those in a moment. But you can pick it up and you can get some inspiration from it.
Exactly.
So it may be that the style of the card or whatever it is that's in the magazine, the project, you can take and convert it into something else that you might have got with other collections. And that's what I love about our magazines.
Yeah.
Not only is it jam-packed full of absolutely everything, and we're giving you like a little taster into the world again of what we do at Crafters, but everything that we bring to the magazines are exclusive, so that everything that's in the kit isn't something that you'll have seen before. It may be a style of something you've seen before, but slightly changed or, you know, to work with this. And the lovely thing is, it's a nice handbag size.
Yeah, and also...
So it's changed, So the size of the magazine itself has changed to be an handbag size. And when I say a handbag size, it just slips into your handbag nice and neatly.
In your craft bag as well.
In your craft bag, It used to be bigger, it used to be taller and a bit slimmer. So it used to be, I mean, don't get me wrong, collectibles as well, because they are brilliant to have, but everything to keep inside as well. You just keep
manageable.
It is, Manageable. So you can literally take this magazine, keep it with you all the time. Brilliant. If you do store them, you can store them on shelves upright and put them in, or in those little, you know, those little dividers. You know what I mean, what I'm going to say.
I know what you mean.
And then just pull it out when you need to get some inspiration from the magazine, from the craft kit, and then just take and use time and time and time again.
And as per Crafter's Companion and Sarah Davies, everything is beautifully packaged.
Yes. Yeah,
beautifully packaged. In each item in its own beautiful Christmas-styled envelopes, and just adorable. The thing is, like you were just saying then, Debbie, the thing is, we all are creatures of habit, whether we like to admit it or not. You know, and you can get stuck in a rut of a certain style or a certain, you know, it's like when you're cooking, isn't it? Yeah. You have your set menus, your favourites, and you tend to rotate them. But then what I found it's like when you get sent one of these meals, like, you know, all the different cooking people that send you the boxes and things, it teaches you to make things that you would never made before, and it sets you on a whole different avenue of cooking or card making or whatever it may be.
Absolutely.
So these are brilliant.
And this particular one is a really lovely Christmas themed one.
Yeah.
So for all the Christmas makes, and I know we've been going on about crafting now, Christmas crafting for a couple of months, we have to get ahead. We have to start looking ahead. So this is our Christmas edition of this this latest issue, which is issue number 5, full of creative ideas, lots of techniques from experts, not just on the design team, but around the world as well. That pop, you know, bring their, I say their efforts. I used to pop ideas forward. I used to have a little feature in there. Craig's done that before. Sarah and Leanne feature every time. For obvious reasons. But so there's lots of handy tips, lots of handy hints, lots of inspiration, because it literally is full. That's why we call it Crafters Inspiration. It's jam-packed full. Incredible. And it's not just cards, it's gift ideas, it's home decor, so much more.
It's pictures.
Yeah.
It's artwork.
It is.
It's absolutely incredible. It's so good. It's so good. Sorry, lovely. Oh, yeah, do you know what? Sorry,
we're getting carried away. We're forgetting we've got a job to do. We've got a job to do.
So before we even sort of get into the whole berries and bows and greetings and all the treats that come in this incredible brand new magazine today, have you all seen those adverts on the telly where they do that introductory thing and they go, get this first magazine, and it's like £1.99 and you're going to learn how to fish and you're going to... But then by the time you finish, you have to remortgage.
Oh, my God, yeah, because they sign you up to like a subscription, don't they?
Oh,
That's what it is. You buy that magazine at £1.99 and then you're paying 12, 13, 14, 15, sometimes more, and they come out every so often and you subscribe to them.
It takes you your life to get what you want out of it. But the thing is as well, you would be paying £33.96 before we even start. Okay, with everything that's in there. It's all been worked out for you. But the lovely thing is, whilst you're watching Hobbymaker now, and you might be watching on the telly, you might be you might be on, I don't know, you might be on your computer online, you might be in bed on your tablet. I don't know what you're watching on. We don't like to suggest. But the thing is, we can see you.
I can see the nails going up.
But that would suggest, actually, when we worked it all out, you know, these exclusive treats for the television down here, these lovely 3D embossing folders and the die cutting, that would, let's say we did $6.99 each for those? Mm-hmm. Which we know is normally like a reduced price, isn't it? Then we're talking about, say again, lovely. Sorry. Yeah. So with the magazine on top as well as those dies, we would be talking about £33.96. Mm-hmm. Dies that you can't get in anything else. That's the
No,
exciting
I genuinely mean it. So you'll be able to find our magazine on the website, on our Crafters Companion website, but you won't find anything else with it. You'll find the kit. You'll find the kit on its,
Right,
you'll find the craft
okay.
kit, because the craft kit comes as standard. You will not find it with the exclusive, because when I say exclusive, it is exclusive to Hobbymaker. We do not sell them individually on our website. We don't sell them in bundles on our website. They don't come with a magazine on our website. It is an exclusive set of embossing
brilliant.
folders and die for you here, because we love working with you guys.
Oh, that's a big deal, though, isn't it? When you think that you sell worldwide, that's a big commitment to us here at Hobbymaker. So thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Really nice, really lovely. So this magazine this morning, though, what we want to do is, because it is 6:15 in the morning, we want to say, come on, let's all have a lovely morning hug. Let's have a cup of tea, let's have a cup of coffee, and let's give you a phenomenal opportunity to get this. And it was, as I say, brand new launch today, yesterday, brand new. You're getting it for less than £20. So let's just a giftable price. That's a let's just think those exclusive with the 3D embossing and those those dies there. Let's work. So £7, 14, £21. If you looked at it like that, you're getting a saving on the exclusive. Nobody else can get it. Dies and 3D embossing folders. Every other element, you're not actually paying for.
Exactly.
You could look at it that way, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can. Exactly that.
That's huge.
And it's a great, like I said, it's a great magazine, regardless.
Brilliant.
Regardless, it's a fabulous magazine. I've been collecting mine for a long time. I did the older versions, the what I call the original versions of the Crafters Inspiration. But they've always been, well, you know, it's one of those magazines, it's not going to go anywhere. We've just relaunched, we've rebranded it and put it into a more compact style. But it's going to be, it's part of who we are, and we love to give that inspiration. And it is about that marketing budget being put back into this, so that every time we bring one out, you can see, and literally it allows us to bring the fabulous kit with it, and it allows us to do things like bring you exclusives as well. So that's what we do it for. And it, like I said, it comes in a beautiful packaging. It's got inspiration straight away on the front, telling you all the things on the back as well, of what you can expect to find in here, and much more, because I want you to look at this as 68 free tutorials.
And that's the thing.
Yeah, because honestly, the kit itself alone would be worth $12.99, and I'm going to show you exactly why. I think that the kit itself is like giving you the magazine and all those ideas and that education for free.
Agree.
It's how you want to look at it. All I can assure you is it's true value for money.
And
that education.
And then some. I tell you what, just before we sort of go into everything in demos and all that kind of thing, can we just give you let's see what I mean. You open it up and it's this whole gorgeous gift of treats.
Absolutely. And it is one that you can store things in as well. Yours will come all packaged. I'll talk about that in a second. This is where your kit lives. This is where your magazine lives. And it's got this lovely little place where you can slide it in and slide it back out. So even if you do collect and keep, you've then got somewhere to pop it, store it, and keep it all together, so that you know if you want to come to your Christmas in project, shall I say. I'm just going to try and move some of my demos out of the way, because demos. So, they're not demos, Debbie, they're people's work. But again, just to show you the true value to this. So, the magazine we'll come to in a second. I want to show you this side, because this is absolutely amazing. There's 18 sheets of cardstock in here. And I say cardstock, it's like a paper. I'm going to just open those up. We'll have a delve into there in a second to show you. And again, packaging, look at this, it looks beautiful. Tells you where everything is. Exactly. You could take this packaging.
All labelled.
Yeah, and you can take that packaging and you can actually, if you want, use it for your Christmas crafting as well. It's lovely Christmassy colours. But we'll talk about the toppers and the papers.
Yes.
So we've got in it now, last year we did a watercolour Christmas of a Sarah Signature collection. It was immensely popular. But again, we went with you guys, and I'm not going to lie, we haven't got all of that anymore.
Okay.
There's little odds and, I'm going to say odds and sods. Am I allowed to say that?
Probably
odds
not,
and sods
no.
left
Apologies.
of that collection. But yes, so what we've done is we've given a lovely little taster into that world of watercolour Christmas. So you've got a lovely sheet here of die-cut toppers. So you simply just pop those out.
Oh, fab.
That's how you take those. And you've got sentiments on there, cutesy little characters, with that lovely watercolour theme running through
really
there.
pretty.
Yeah, and then you've got exclusive papers to this as well. A4 in size. They're all single-sided, so it doesn't mean you have to go around choosing which one. Normally when you bring a paper pad, it's double-sided and you're then scratching your head, which side do I use? As you saw me yesterday. But I'm going to talk you through, look at the beauty, and honestly, these are beautiful. Look at this one. It's got like that SEM background with all the imagery on there. You simply can take all of these papers, and I will show you every one of these. I might not show you everything in the magazine, but I want you to see these beautiful papers. And the quality, honestly, the quality is what you expect from our paper pads.
Yeah.
So it's all 160 GSM.
Right, okay.
It's all uncoated, so you can stamp directly onto it.
Brilliant.
I mean, look at that. I love that one. I don't know what it is about that one, but I just love the vintage kind of snowflakes. I love that SEM background to it. But every single one of them, and if you notice, those toppers actually would work with that sheet. So when you take a look at the sheet, you can put the toppers and you can create some really beautiful backgrounds.
Oh, I love
now,
that
honestly,
one.
there's 18 sheets in here. Look how cute he is.
And is everyone different?
Everyone's
Debbie?
different, so there's no duplicates. This alone, can we keep on, if it's okay, our lovely director, if we could just keep on here so I can show you these just for a second. These beautiful scenes are just exquisite. And you can chop into these if you want to chop into them. Like I said, they're uncoated, so you can stamp onto them. But every single one of these 18 sheets is beautiful quality, absolutely gorgeous. Again, just showing you the quality of them, the beautiful print in them, and that lovely watercolour theme running all the way through. Wow. I've saved that one till last because I absolutely adore it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So that's 18 sheets free. Now, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more in a second about the downloadable element, because this is important. You've got a magazine, you've got a craft kit, and you've got your die cutter, your topper sheets. And you're probably thinking, 18, what's the minimum? 18, maybe more, depending on how you cut into this cardstock, what kind of cards you can make. But we've got a downloadable element in the kit, which means you will have those papers, you will have those toppers, and some exclusive content to download, to pop onto your computer, to go back to click, print, to go every single time. So we're giving you the kit to start with.
But you can redo that. You don't just do it once.
Nope. When you've downloaded that content, and there is some exclusive content, so there's 68 projects in the magazine, but there is them extra couple of little exclusive downloads in there.
That's exciting.
And the papers, which a lot of people don't realise sometimes when we talk about these. So we're giving you an actual physical copy, but you are getting the downloadable one and I'll show you how easy it is to do as well in a second. But it's easy to then pop onto your computer so that you know when you're using anything from here and you want those papers and you want the rest that matches the rest of the kit, you've got those to hand all the time. That's permanently.
Brilliant.
It is, honestly. I tell you, I feel like sometimes we give away things like crafters, I really do. Now, I'm going to talk about the rest of the craft kit because this is fabulous. And like I said, comes during its packaging. This is a treat box. I'm going to pop it there so you can see it. This is a treat box creator.
This is ace.
This is super cute. And this is when you can be making treat boxes. So this little area at the bottom creates this little cute treat box. So a little dinky box that you can make, and our lovely design team have made some beauties on here. It's a lot easier, and later on today I will be showing you how to make this treat box.
Thank you.
Because it's lovely. So, and again, the treat box it's a lovely stencil. It makes it very easy to use. You just take your pencil and follow it around, but I will show you how easy that is to do. You've got the characters to be able to change this up. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the snowman. Just by simply adding the little carrot nose on, obviously it turns it into its lovely snowman, but you can change it. So I'm going to bring in the other one.
Gingerbread man.
Yeah, and you can also make a little reindeer. So this is the little Rudolph, look, because you've got your antlers on the stencil, you've got the nose, you've got the mouth and the nose and the area to pop together. Honestly, everything's been thought about, so that's just a couple that you can do as well, but there is also a little reindeer. Now, I don't appear to have a reindeer box. Don't ask why, but we haven't got a reindeer, so maybe we might have to make a reindeer later.
That would be a nice idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the kind of things that you can... Oh, actually, what am I talking about? That's a reindeer.
Oh, hello. Are you...
Do you know, I'm thinking, I've not had enough coffee this morning. Please have to excuse me. Snowman and reindeer, that's why you haven't... Because look, but you can take it and take it into other box making. So this lovely one here is a lovely little treat box. But honestly, just utterly fabulous.
But isn't that nice instead of a traditional cracker? Like the Christmas table and things. Isn't it really nice to have that on, as opposed to, you know...
And honestly,
it's
just amazing. I'm kind of trying to put that back in there, so I'm gonna just pop it straight in.
I can tidy up for you.
Oh, it's okay.
You're all right.
It's okay. It's because I'm not gonna lie, I do like to keep mine in my envelopes. I like to keep them in the envelopes. I like to keep everything pristine and nice and clean.
Yeah, it's nice to have it goes where it's supposed to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I'm going to bring out the stamps because we've got some stamps in here as well. Now I've already stamped mine out so I can show you the kind of things that you're getting with your stamps. So this is a lovely little stamp set with all of these greetings, and look how many greetings are on here. This is not a block, this is a separate one that you peel off each one. So talking of quality for stamps, honestly,
brilliant.
It's amazing. And you've got We Wish You a Merry, and then you can put season or Christmas or wishes, whatever it is that you want to put. Have a holly jolly holidays, Christmas, winter, season, whatever it is again. But it gives you all this opportunity to create all of these customised ones. You've got blessings dashing through the... obviously.
Yeah.
So, we wish you in love, greetings, let it, Christmas wishes, hello, happy New Year to you and yours, celebrate, home for the holidays, Merry Christmas, winter, I would say winter then, winter wishes.
Winter.
Winter,
That's the new saying now, Debbie. Winter.
So you've got the
that's not
stamps.
just Christmas Day.
No, exactly.
there's
There's
a
other
lot
things on
there.
there. Holiday seasons you could be doing as well.
Yeah.
So that's another one of your kits. I'm going to just bring this one in for a second because this is another stencil we've got in here. And this stencil enables you to create, and again, texture pastes, inks, whatever it is that you want to pop through there and create this lovely... And I'll show you one that's got so you can see what it looks like. But there. That's a lovely stencil. There's just been added snowflakes and a couple of little toppers using the background. The only difference there is it's cardstock to create the card blank. But then you've got the numbers. So the numbers mean if you love to make advent calendars, you could make an advent calendar with this, and I'll show you the projects that are in the magazine. I want you to see the true value of this kit because it is sensational. It really is sensational. And then as if that's not, I mean, that's a big template for a creep box, a lovely stencil with your Merry Christmas and your numbers on, nice stamp set.
All reusable, they're not consumable.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
This is the hardware of the magazine. And this, I love this. As you all know, with the cost of living and everything else, everything's going up in price, including in the world of craft. And this is a beautiful snowflake border that creates... And I say creates, wait till you see the kind of things it creates. Let's just take a look for a second on this one. And this is using the topper. It's using that gorgeous, beautiful background border there. How stunning is that snowflake border? It's absolutely gorgeous. And then using papers to create a Christmas card. So when we talk about real value for money, look, I'll show you a few more so you can kind of get the gist of how you can create. And this is not projects that it's a magazine. This is from the kit that's in the magazine itself. Wow. Look at this one, Zena. Look at this one. I love this one. Sandy's done a stellar job with this. And when you open it up, and I'm going to try and be careful so I don't rip it, but look at that. And that is this die, and it's 6 inches long, this die. It's about 6 inches long. Wow. Beautiful die, so it means that you can take it onto double gate folds like this one, create the papers. So what Sandy's done here, she's used the papers that's in the pad. Yeah. Obviously, we used a bit of cardstock. Yeah. So maybe get some multi-purpose cardstock if we've got it in stock. Okay. And the papers and the toppers to create that beauty. That's absolutely, honestly, stunning. It really is absolutely beautiful. So that's all what we'll call your free gift with your magazine.
That's a
if you want to look at it like that. There's a lot in there, absolutely. A ton of stuff in there. There it is. Look, me.
I'm in love with those.
They're so cute, aren't they beautiful? Really, really beautiful. But can I show you something else that you could create with it as well?
Oh, you were so...
So because I saw this and I was like, oh my days, this is so cute. I'll go a little shout out. It's our Sandy again.
Is it?
Sandy thinks outside the box as a crafter.
Brilliant.
She's really clever.
Yeah.
But she's used the template, just taken the head template and created the cutest, almost like kissing snowmen there. But I was super beautiful. It's just so clever.
Just brilliant. And
honestly.
You've got sentiments to a lovely couple as well, haven't you?
Yeah, and literally the most amazing things. Now, before we go into the magazine, I'll talk about the exclusives, because the exclusive dies that you're getting today for this bundle, they're just beautiful.
So these aren't getting released to anybody other than Hobbymaker?
No, nowhere else. So, shall I hold it there? Was it better to hold it there? Well, yeah, we'll do it that way.
Great.
So this is that beautiful metal die. Now, I know Zena fell in love with this straight away when she saw it, because she said she's from theatre,
from the
darling.
thespian world, yeah, so that just makes you want to step out on stage. Yeah, and if you're doing panto or anybody that's in the theatre.
Look, it's just beautiful, and it creates that lovely aperture, so it creates a frame. So if you're one of those Christmas card makers that loves to send pictures of your furry animals or your grandkids or your family, you could so get a 4x6 photo and then pop that over the top and frame it and create a lovely Christmas card if you wanted to.
That's
or
a lovely idea,
you could do things like this, what our lovely Jackie's done. So Jackie has created, and it's almost like she's enamelled inside there.
That, yeah.
It's used glossy highlights is what it is. That's what she's done with that. But she's framed it, coloured it and framed it, popped that in there and used some of the products from the magazine papers and from the toppers as well. But isn't that just beautiful?
That's stunning,
it is absolutely gorgeous. So that's the exclusive die that's coming. Then we've got the exclusive 3D embossing folders. They're 4x6 in size, so it's a really nice size actually. And you've got the Merry Christmas in this one, which is just again beautiful. Extra depth and dimension when it comes in the terms of not flat embossing, more raised embossing. But again, I'll give Sandy another shout out because she's done us a load of work on this one, but I will shout out to the other.
She's had a lovely time with it, hasn't
She's had
she?
a lovely time with this magazine. She loves working on the magazine's design team, because honestly, they're all amazing, all of our design. I wish I could name check every single one of them. There's so many of them that are amazing.
Do any of them come down on your sort of Crafters Companion Takeover Day? Do we get to meet any of them?
No. So they're the ones that I'd say hide behind the scenes. They don't hide behind the scenes. When we've got a page on Facebook called, we're all on Facebook, every one of us, but individually. But the design team share a lot of their inspiration and their literally advice, anything that you want to ask away. Our design team regularly input onto the I'm a Crafter's Companion Facebook page. It's free to join, there's nothing, you just click on the join. You have to just answer a couple of little questions, but it's totally free and there's loads of inspiration on there, and it's a really lovely little community. I call them our purple family. They are literally the best design team in the world, and they're always helping out, and there's lots of people around the world that are on that page. I think there's over 20,000 people on there, so that's a big crafting community. And lovely sharing ideas, including the design team. So whenever new launches come out, the design team pop on their inspiration and share their work, share their inspiration to the world.
And they don't mind if we copy it?
No,
and then sell it as well.
If you want to copy anything, I think they'd be flattered. I would be. I was when I was on a design team. I was flattered when someone took that inspiration. I still am now, because I know a lot of people do that as well with the demos that we make. We do craft along shows and things like that. So I don't mind that at all. That's what it's about. It's about sharing.
Best form of flattery, isn't it? When somebody copies, it is.
So our lovely design team don't mind that at all either.
So do we search for Crafters Companion on Facebook?
I'm a Crafter's Companion.
Right.
And that's what you can search on Facebook, and you'll find all of that inspiration. I'm a Crafter's Companion.
There you go.
And if you want to give me a little lively follow, then you absolutely can. I'm Debbie Robinson from Crafter's Companion. For those
Debbie
of you
with
who
a
don't
Y.
know. Yes, Debbie with a Y. I'll never forget saying that. First time I met Sarah, I'm Debbie with a Y. I mean, what on earth's wrong with me? Now, the other exclusive one to this is the Season's Greetings. And again, this is just fabulous. It really is. I'm trying to look for my little Season's Greeting, but I don't think I've got it out of my box, Zena.
Do you want me to have a look?
Actually, I thought I'd got out.
Down here.
No, I think I've got everything out. Do you know what I think it is? Because I've got piles everywhere.
I'll come over here. Let me have a look for you.
It could be. No, that's a Merry Christmas.
I'll rummage. I'll rummage and throw on the floor.
Throwing things around is what she's doing. However, you've got another lovely greeting 3D embossing folder on there that simply says Season's Greetings.
Sorry, can't find it.
It's all right. I might have put one up. That's what I might have done. But
keep looking.
It doesn't matter. You get the gist of how it would look. So they're the exclusives that come with a magazine. So I've taken you through the craft kit, I've taken you through the exclusives with the vintage snowman theme behind there, but as you've just seen, the season's greetings, the Merry Christmas especially, doesn't have to be used with a vintage snowman, but it's from the family of there, and that beautiful frame would work gorgeous with the vintage snowman if you've got it, and if you haven't, don't worry. I'll show you a few more samples if I may, just so you can see. I'll give you another shout out, Sandy, because this is another Sandy creation. There were other people that worked on the magazine, I will just say. But look at that, that's that beautiful frame. And then there's little elements that she's used and picked out and done a bit of paper piecing and added a few little embellishments on there. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me just show you just what it's
a shaker card.
Love shaker cards. This is inspiration from the magazine again, that are lovely. Jackie's used, and again, a little shaker using elements. I'm going to, honestly, I love this. I'm going to show Jackie's, this one is just beautiful.
Wow.
But look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? So that's using the exclusive embossing folder, the die from the magazine, and the little toppers from the magazine as well. So literally, when you take a look at that inspiration, I adore that one, I'm not going to lie.
Lush.
It's just beautiful. So much inspiration out there. And that's just a few that I've just shown you today. It's all right. I'm going to show you some more as we go along, because honestly, I want you to see the kind of things that you can create with your magazine, with your exclusive dies, and with your free craft kit. But we've not even
I was just going to say to you,
we've not even touched that magazine.
We've taken 35 minutes to just get through everything apart from the magazine. That's the thing. We haven't even got to the magazine yet. Just if you've just woken up with us, my lovely, this is a brand new launch for us today here at Hobbymaker. It's a TV exclusive in the sense that you are getting those 3 items that just those that you can't get anywhere else on the planet other than Hobbymaker. You can't even if you went, this is the thing, right? Even if you went now to the Crafter's Companion and said, right, I want those embossing folders, the 3D ones, and I want that beautiful frame, and what do you want? No, you can't. I'll give you £1 million quid. You can't. Well, that might change it slightly, you know, £1 million quid, but you know, you can't get it anywhere else. That's it. You can only get it here. That's a lovely thing. So £19.99, and everything that Debbie's just shown you so far, other than the papers and things, you know, your dies, your embossing folder, that lovely gift box, that template, every single one of those is reusable. And you think about Christmas is going to come around every year. It's, you know, and the lovely thing is, and you can rest things, and the thing, can I just mention one thing in here that I just got to, there's sewing projects in here as well as...
There is, yeah, there's sewing projects in there as well. So yeah, it's like a little bit of a hybrid magazine. It's predominantly paper crafting, I won't lie, there's a lot of paper crafting ideas in there. Yeah. But there's lots of contributors from around the world, from different various crafts that have contributed to the magazine, and we thank them for it because, you know, I mean, I remember when I put my bits in. Do you notice when you contribute to a magazine, she's off again. When I contributed, I put. Honestly, Debbie! I just don't know what's wrong with you sometimes, but I have contributed to the magazine before and done some projects, and the joy that it brings me seeing my name in there, honestly, in print forever and a day. Honestly, first time I appeared in a magazine, it was before Crafter's Companion, because I've done lots in the past in different magazines, and first time I appeared in a magazine, oh my God, I must have bought 100 copies and showed them out to everybody, because I was just so proud.
Leave it on the doctor's table in reception.
Just because it's a lovely feling. But we've got some amazing people that contribute to this magazine, and I think we've talked about it enough, but we've not shown you it. Shall we have a little look?
We're not going to show you it all, because
we're not going to show you everything.
But the thing is, like you've just said there, it's like getting access to these designers.
Yes.
So it's not just... Yeah. Do you know what I mean? This is opportunities that us humble folk, without these connections of Crafter's Companion, we'd never get that access to that inspiration.
Exactly. And you're getting it every time we bring a magazine out. So I'll talk about, first of all, every time you open up the magazine, and it is one of those lovely handbag size ones as well, and it's one of those that you can take away with you. But we always get a little hello from our Sarah, and she tells you about the step-by-step instruction, talks about the craft kit, and all the kind of things that you can come to expect in here. And it's like a little bit of an index as well. Now, I will turn over so you see, because you will get all of the inspiration in here. Now, I did say that it's not just card making. So we've got card making in here. We've got also as well, so it's not just predominantly Christmas. It's Christmas themed, but it's not all Christmas.
Yeah.
Because we've got launches in here that we've used that you can then get some inspiration from as well. But it's like an index. So it talks you through each page where you can go and find it. Home decor projects as well. Wow. Sewing projects if you love your sewing, because that's just absolutely stunning. Honestly, just amazing. So I will go in because I'll go into a couple of pages, but I will flick through the bits that I don't want you to see. So I've just shown you step by step all of the craft kit that comes with it. The bit that I talked about when I said about the papers and the toppers, there's a little, one of those little scanny things. You can do it, thank you, barcode.
QR code.
You can use that if you've got one of those smartphones. That's what you can do, and it takes you. It literally, I checked it the other day just to make sure it does work, and I went onto it. It brought up the website, clicked onto it, took me straight directly.
It's immediate, isn't it?
Immediate. Took me to the actual download section. So
in case you don't know, it's just like a little. It looks like a little barcode. It's called a QR code, and a little square. Just if you've got a smartphone or or your what do you call it? Not your pad. Your iPad, your tablet. You just open your camera, hold it over that little code there.
Just scan down like that and it'll take you through it.
And like little edges come up, don't they?
Yeah,
So you
absolutely.
grab it.
But there is, for those people that don't have that option, there is the actual address.
Brilliant,
So you
the
just
URL
type
as well.
in word for word
Right.
what it says on here, and it takes you straight through to there. So that's in itself. And there you will get the craft papers and the topper sheet to use time and time and time again that I showed you. So it's literally, we give you the physical copy straight away, and then you've got the downloadable element. You download it onto your computer, keep it in its own little place, and then every time you want to use a paper, again, print it out, and it's all of them on there. And there's also bonus project tutorials on there. I think I mentioned that, just touched on it. So the things that we've shown you, or we'll show you some of the projects in the magazine, 68.
68.
But there's bonus content in there as well. So on that exclusive part that you go to download, there's the exclusive content too.
So when you go onto that QR code, it brings you to this. This is what we're going to show you just briefly. You've got, you can look, download there, look for your
And that's all your papers,
and
your
your toppers.
toppers, yep.
Then your templates.
Yep, templates.
Your A4, your A3, you've got everything that you
Yep.
can keep printing them off.
Absolutely.
It's the never-ending story.
I'll let you sing that. I'm not singing it this time of morning.
Sorry, Debbie, I was back to
No,
you.
it's all right. So, again, the magazine, like I said, this is lovely Sarah. She lives in the Isle of Wight and gives a little bit of an introduction of herself. But she takes you through the things that you need from the magazine, extra little additional bits that you might have in your stash, you might not. You can leave them in, leave them out. It's entirely up to you. But she talks you through all the different things. Now, I talked about the skill level. So on this one, really nice, straightforward skill level 1. Using
with star.
papers, just using papers and toppers. That's all you need to use. Look how beautiful that looks in
That's
itself.
lovely, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, absolutely. And the stencil, because that's the stencil Merry Christmas. And she talks you through what you need and then step by step how to make all down there. So that skill level is 1. I'll turn over the rest that she's contributed to as well, because there's some beauties in here. So again, skill level 1, skill level 2, skill level 2 in the term of a gift bag. This beauty, an advent calendar.
I love that.
And she talks about things that you might already have in your home, like a frame, or you could go out and buy in those cheaper stores, shall we mention?
Yes,
The cheaper
more
stores.
affordable.
The more affordable ones. And you'll know what I mean. One's a 4-letter word where you can pick up cheap frames.
Yeah.
Ends in A.
Yep.
Starts in A. Wait a minute. Starts in I, ends in A. That one. But there's lots of others as well. You're trying to... Have I done it the wrong way around? Starts in I, ends in A. Told you I've not had enough coffee this morning. I need at least 5 or 6 to function
Swedish
in
one.
the morning.
The one that does the meatballs.
Yeah.
That one.
Did you really think I meant the German supermarket? No, no, the Swedish one. They do lovely frames.
They do.
And they do
Inexpensive.
very inexpensive. And I know because I've used them before in the past.
dear.
Up until last year, I never stepped foot inside of one.
Really?
Oh, everyone used to talk about them all the time. Never stepped foot in one. And then I had to do the craft room, and that was the only place that could get me craft furniture at a very reasonable price.
I've got some bedroom furniture and all my studies made out with a billy bookcase. But
Well, do you know, I went that once, and then in the space of a week, I went another 4 times. It like I were addicted to the place, and I have to stop myself now. But yeah, it's a fabulous place. But you can buy inexpensive frames.
Absolutely.
And you could copy this project. Sarah doesn't mind. This is what she's contributed to the magazine for. But again, it gives you all the step-by-step instructions telling you how to do it. There's lots more in here as well. I will just show you this one that Ellen's done. Now, Ellen is a well-known crafter in the craft industry, and she does all sorts of amazing things, from designing to make it. I mean, this is a work of art. I wish I'd got the physical copy, but it's up at head office. It's an absolute belter of a advent calendar that's actually little gift boxes, so that you can actually put things in there for your kids, for your grandkids, that you could put little treats sitting behind. And that's using the template in there. But again, and it does talk about the skill level being a little bit more advanced. So it's not the skill level 1, it's what we call a starter, an intermediate, and an advanced. That's how you look at those skill levels.
But the thing is as well, that don't ever let that put you off, because it's one of those things, we take to certain things better than we do to others, don't we? Yeah. So again, everything's in step-by-step, photographic, textual explanation, so give it a go.
Absolutely. Now, I've skipped a few pages because I didn't want you to see everything that Ellen and Sarah had contributed to. I want you to have a surprise element. I want you to get your cup of tea and coffee. I want you to read through your magazine, and then I want you to just decide on what you want to. If I showed you everything, I'd be spoiling the fun. Exactly. I'd be spoiling the fun, and I don't want to do that. I want you to have that enjoyment of when you get hold of magazine. Now, I'm a little devil. When I go and have a look at magazines, I'm flicking through because I like to see what I've got, and I'll flick through everything before I decide to buy it. So I'm giving you a little bit of a teaser of that, but I'm not showing you everything.
68 projects.
68 projects alone. Now, I'll talk about as well. Honestly, if you look at it in that value,
29
before you even start with all.
Can you imagine? I mean, it's amazing. So you know lovely Helen that you've just talked about, and can you imagine going to a Crafter's Companion workshop and walking in and going, hello Helen, nice to meet you. I'd like to learn how to make your beautiful advent calendar. I've only got 29p with me though. She'd be like, it's mental though, isn't it? Absolutely.
Honestly, and that's the thing about this magazine. It is jam-packed full from some amazing people that contribute. Another lady, she's actually a friend of mine. I've known Linda for over 6 years
I've just seen her
now.
design.
Yeah, Linda is one of the most uber-talented crafters that are out there, and we are so lucky that she contributes to the magazine. Beautiful, beautiful projects in here. Napkin holders. Take a look at this one. She's going to take, and when we say it's a starter kit, it's a starter. It's a starter level where you can go straight in. Oh, that's a bit of a foot. Ooh, it's a good job of it looking there. I nearly went,
Oh, did it go?
Oh, it happened to us yesterday. It counted into I love the little, ways that you could do that. But again, Christmas Eve boxes in there. The gift, the template talks to you with the template in there.
Your design's great.
Yeah, I'm going to skip through a couple because I don't want you to see everything. But again, we talk about it being a Christmas-themed one, but we also give you a beginner's guide into popular things that we do under our Spectrum Noir brand in terms of colour blend, aqua blend. We talk about if you're a newcomer to crafting or maybe a newcomer to colouring, and it can be overwhelming. We said this yesterday. It can be really overwhelming about what tools to use, what techniques to do, where to start.
Which type of pens.
Yeah, well, it's all here because it's
everything.
A beginner's guide for you.
Brilliant,
and we talk about all of the differences between, understanding the difference between a wax pencil to a water-based pencil. And I say a water-based one that reacts with water, because it's water-soluble pigments are in there. But we talk about all of that for you. Honestly,
but that's key, because we were talking about this before the show, and just saying, you know, before I came into Hobbymaker, I used to get my pack of my felt tip pens at Christmas, a pencil and a wax crayon. That is my limit. That's my experience. No one to meet Christmas. Can I just say though, I was the first person in my infant school to go to the headmistress to move from a wax crayon to a pencil. I can't remember the pen license, but joking aside, I mean, colouring in, we were talking about this, but watching, especially like the Spectrum Noir collection, and watching that blend and everything, going, I never knew pens and pencils like this existed.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It can be overwhelming, but it's nice to have that little introduction into them, to learn the difference and to learn how to use them and understand them.
Yeah.
I'll carry swiftly on because we've got loads to cram in this show. So
Yes,
there's lots in here, from templates to box making, a little bit of behind the scenes. Oh, look who's this chancer. What's she doing there? With our lovely Michelle and Ben. A little bit of behind the scenes of what we do at Crafters TV. For those that you don't know, we have our own little, I say channel, but it's on Facebook. And on YouTube. But it's a little bit of behind the scenes there. Getting to know people who work on the team, getting in touch. You know, we ask for you to contribute as well, so there's a little get in touch in there as well. And then talking about our Craft Along, our award-winning show that we do, where we craft real-time crafting from start to finish with a project, a couple of hours long, that you can join in on as well.
Can you revisit that? You don't have to watch it live. You can keep going back.
If you can't watch it live, that's fine. You can go back and you can look at it. Absolutely.
Okay.
So it's
Just in case
again,
you
it's
missed
all
it.
about the free education.
Yes.
It's not just about, we know that we've got things to sell and things like that. We're not daft. But it's that free education that we offer you all the time, whether we come here, whether we do it on our own.
It's lovely.
Honestly, it's just fab. And I love the idea that you can get a little sneaky peek behind the scenes of what we do. There's also other things in here. I mean, you're looking at the lovely, I will just talk about Nicole. Nicole is an amazing, I love this woman so much. She is an amazing crafter. She's not just part of our design team. She was that good. Leanne snapped her up and she now works for the company because she is just uber talented. And she's like the crafting oracle. Even sometimes if I don't know how to use something, I go to Nicole and I'll say,
she knows.
Oh my God, she knows everything. She's amazing.
Wow.
And she talks about colouring and things like that with projects. You've got other things in here as well. So you've got Ask the Experts, questions that you want answering. If you've got a burning question, go back to that little bit about the get in touch, send it through to the email address and you might get your question answered in here from our experts in the form of Sarah and Leanne. So that's nice. And if you ever need any advice, get in touch. Literally, you just get in touch with us. Sarah's got a little section in here on crafting recently with the dragonflies. Remember the dragonfly collection, the dancing dragonflies? So Sarah's got a few pages in there with her makes. Readers makes. We love your contribution. So your contribution, you can appear in the magazine. So you can have your name in that magazine. So we've got Emily Sirocco. That's a beautiful name.
Isn't it?
Lizzie Atkins. We've got, oh dear, wait a minute. Katarazina. Thank you, Katarazina. Beautiful
Vienna.
name, I just say. And Pam Evans. I know that name. Pam is a regular watcher of crafters. Just stunning. Absolutely. From all over the world.
All over the world. You're not kidding, are you?
We are global. This is a global magazine. Now, I did mention soft crafts.
Yes.
I mean, Zoe and Sally, what can I say? Amazing projects in here to get craft, to start in the world of applique and make your own stockings as well, and hat and bags. And I will just show you.
Wow.
I've got that bag here with me.
Oh, have you?
I have, yeah. So this bag looks tiny in the picture. Can you see the picture?
Yeah.
Looks tiny. Do you want to see how big it is?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, gosh.
This is beautiful. So if you love your sewing, if you watch Sewing Street, you'll see our Becky regularly appears on there. She was on there yesterday, got to see her briefly, but I got to see her, lovely lady, very talented.
lovely.
But we will take you through how to make that step by step, and the items that you need as well. And that is lovely, and that's from Stephen. Stephen made this one. I will give a little shout out to Stephen Creswell, an amazing artist himself, so just fabulous. And Jill, there's Jill in there as well. Can I show you the other one? Let me go back, because I've got both of them here with me. I did insist. Oh yeah, honestly, yeah.
Our Stephen make costumes.
Did you see the little stocking that Zoe did?
Yeah.
Again, looks small, but this is a proper stocking that you're going to hang on your fireplace. Just amazing.
It's not floppy either.
No,
they just
no.
Sort of all flop
The
over
quality,
the
yeah. So it's a nice mix of sewing in here and also of paper crafting from our very lovely contributors of the magazine. Like I said as well, you've got new items in here. You'll have recently seen these seam builders. These are the seam builder projects in there. I'll flick through a few others. You've got some home decor projects. Look at this one. Absolutely stunning. Gift tags in here as well. It's those finishing touches. I'll flick through a few more. So you can see.
Placemats
Now,
as well.
I will talk about this winter wedding one. Marie, another talented lady, another gorgeous friend of mine, known Marie over 6 years as well. We all met actually at the opportunity event for working for Crafters Companion. These guys had already been working on the design team for over a year with them anyway.
Really?
So, but Marie, another one that got Leanne saw the quality and snapped up and brought into her team. But do you know the kit with the beautiful dye?
Yeah.
What Marie's done here, very cleverly, we have winter weddings and things like that. She's done table settings with the papers.
Yeah.
She's done lovely, look at this, order of service, thank you cards, save the dates, using that beautiful snowflake border because it's in keeping with the winter feel.
And that's the one you can only get from Hobbymaker.
Absolutely stunning, yeah.
That's the...
So no, this is in the craft kit. So this is the craft kit one.
right, sorry.
So this is in the craft kit itself.
Right,
that
okay.
beautiful strip border that we talked about. Well, Marie will take you, if you want to make your own stuff for your wedding, Marie's going to take you through, because all in the next few pages are all the step-by-step instructions in how to do absolutely everything, including how to decorate a beautiful candle that can go in the centerpieces of your tables. Leanne's in here. Leanne's contributed a little bit as well with the vintage snowman, funnily enough.
Brilliant.
So absolutely amazing. I'll flick through a couple more because there's some more applique parts in here, from placemats to cushions. And then lastly, I'm not going to show you the rest because I want you to have a little bit of a surprise. Actually, I'll just show you the template bit. I'm not gonna give you a sneaky peek. I'm gonna let you find that out when you open your magazine of the next issue of what is coming in. So I'll just hold that out for a second. Whew, I nearly gave away the game there of the next one. And then lastly, right at the very back of the magazine, again, another insight into the world of people, of behind the scenes. So this was our gorgeous Erin. Now, Erin worked with us up until very recently. She's now gone back to the States because she came from the States. Gorgeous woman, but a little bit of an insight. So when you do watch us up at Crafters TV, you'll know, you'll understand, you'll have heard us talk about these people. That's my gorgeous George of the joystick, I call him. That's my lovely little gorgeous George. And absolutely little insight into there. Honestly, it is a fabulous magazine. So many projects, 68 in total. Exclusive, a beautiful kit that's exclusive to the magazine, with downloadable elements, with extra content in there, with those fabulous dies and stencils, and then of course the creme de la creme is the fabulous exclusive 2 embossing folders and the metal die. Brilliant. It's an amazing.
Brilliant. And you know what? This is testament to our relationship with Crafters Companion, because that, like we said, that's a big deal for Crafters Companion to do that for us hobby makers. That really, really is, to get exclusive embossing folders in 3D, exclusive die there that you can reuse and reuse. The thing that's blown my mind with this deal, bearing in mind a quarter of the stock has already gone. Okay, and there are people clearly buying for either their friendship group, their WI group, their whatever crafting group they're in, because there's 8 people. Somebody just bought 8. 8 in one go. And the lovely thing is, for me, I have to say, the thing that amazes me on that one is the gift boxes, because I just think that is adorable. And the fact that you can't just make the one design. You've got the snowman, you've got the reindeer, it's absolutely gorgeous. But also the fact that you've got the die-cut designs, the winter wedding, you've got the festive makes, you've got the soft craft. But this, bearing in mind, this should be nearly £34, and I even think that is a phenomenal deal, Debbie. But also the fact that you've got then those downloads as well, with through the QR code and the URL. It's going to keep printing out.
Yeah, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Isn't
it?
It?
Does.
Yeah.
It really is.
Now, Susan's just said, good morning, lady. She said, it's Susan from Manchester. Good morning, Susan. I love the stuff you get with the magazine, Debbie, and I think you are an amazing crafter.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's really sweet. Susan, thank you. I'll pay you later. Thank you so much. That's really sweet. But it is, honestly, brilliant. You only have to ask all the people that have used our magazines in the past to understand the true value. Yeah. And we've only touched on the latest one. We've got some amazing ones coming up in this next hour of all the other things that we've got on the show. Yeah. We are here all day. I say we are all day. I'm not here all day. I've got a little bit of a break. But I am back again at 2 p.m. But we've still got another hour to come, because we've got some amazing other deals on the show as well.
We have indeed.
Including that fabulous Gemini, which is the very last day to get hold of it.
Oh, today's the day.
We'll talk about that in more detail as well. But also other magazines. Maybe this is the first time you've bought the magazine today and you haven't realised with the others, but this is a magazine.
We've got all of those.
Show. We've got all of those on for you as
But
well.
also, we've just had some lovely new customers join us this morning. So can we just say a huge, heartfelt welcome to you. You couldn't have chosen a more perfect day. Just let's show you what you can do. So if you go onto the Hobbymaker website, easiest way to shop with us, quite frankly, you can click on Watch Live. We go live Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. till 8 a.m. Then it switches across to our wonderful jewellery maker until 1 o'clock. And then we come back at 1 o'clock until 6 o'clock. 5 glorious hours of different mediums, different guests. Again, you can go onto their website. You can go and click on brands and you can shop by brands. You can go straight to Crafter's Companion, get exactly what you want. We've got all sorts coming up. We've got Honky Dory, we've got Native Lighted this afternoon. Now, this is, again, something that's exclusive to us here at Hobbymaker. And the thing that we are super, super, super duper proud of.
Absolutely.
When you order, because it will be irresistible today, the Gemini die cutting machine with everything that it comes with, and we will tell you that because it's the last day to get. You can always get the Gemini die cutting machine.
Yes.
It's the last day to get all the treats with it, okay? And it really is the most important time to treat yourself. Even we were just saying, perhaps you've got like a parent or a friend or a sister or somebody that wants to get you something for Christmas and you've always wanted the best die cutting machine. Well, you got that option today, okay? So today's the day. But the thing that I was saying, that Crafter's Companion Gemini is a heavy piece of kit. It has to be for what it does.
Yeah, absolutely.
9.3 kilos roughly. That's heavy, right? We only charge you 1 post and packaging per day. That's it. Well, we were saying this yesterday, Ollie. Our directors just said, if you took that to the post office or one of the parcel delivery, you'd be talking anything between 10 quid to about £15.5.
Maybe more.
Just to,
The way
that's
postal
on a good
is.
day.
Yeah, the way postal is at the moment. Yeah,
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's a sleek machine. It is heavy though. It's not a lightweight portable. You can pick it up. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
You can pick it up.
But
It isn't like, well, you can't pick it up. You need someone to help you with it.
Yeah, no.
It is still quite, but it's sturdy.
Yeah.
And you can feel the weight.
It's cut through metal.
Of course,
It's got to be.
It's going to cut through. It's going to cut through all sorts. It really
Yeah.
is. And the images that you're seeing on the screen
Yeah.
are all of the things that it does cut through. It isn't just for paper craft.
Can you revisit this because you were
Yes.
saying this
Yeah.
yesterday? I didn't
So
know
I have
about
got my
this.
boards because, again, a lot of people don't realise just what it does. So we call it the Gemini machine because it is a dual functioning machine, hence the word Gemini. And it is automatic. It's one of those that and when I say feed through, this mouth here is a 9-inch mouth opening. So the platform that you're using
Sounds like me.
is an A4. And I call it a true A4. I know you're going to think, what's a true A4 mean?
Yeah.
It's A4 and a little bit more.
Right.
So because you can fit A4 paper onto it or A4 embossing folders because they are out there, you can fit them on and you have a space.
There's a bit of give.
Yes. So
There's
there's no
wiggle room.
So it's a slightly bigger than A4 in size. So it's a 9-inch opening of the mouth. There is optical sensors in there as well as a manual sensor.
Yeah.
And heat sensors in there. It's got the lovely grip handle so you can pick it up and move it.
Right.
You've got a cable with a little safety flicker switch at the back that you
And
just
that's
literally
UK
use.
now, isn't it?
It
UK
is.
cable,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's got the on-off button. So the on-off button literally is at the top of the machine. So we just push that on. And when you push that on, it eliminates in our lovely branded purple there. You've got the what I call the play pause button. So you literally feed it through. So when you put your plates in, when the sensors recognise the plate, so you can see I've got my fingers in there and I'm jamming my fingers right in there. Be careful not to get them stuck because I've got chunky fingers and long nails. It doesn't recognise my fingers. It recognises the plates. That's the clever thing about the sensors in there. It recognises the plate combination. If you've got your
so
plate
clever. It's like a
combination
little
wrong, it
robot.
spits it back out. Honestly, it is purely a really genuinely clever machine. But you feed them through. Once the sensors are picked up, it will automatically. So you only have to feed it through the mouth. That's about the only physical thing you're going to do is pop it into there, load your machine up, and then it takes it through there itself. Now, it has got, like I said, the play pause button in the centre there, the on-off button, the play pause button, and then the reverse. So it reverses This is the reverse function as well. So it's absolutely amazing.
Why
and I
do you need reverse though?
So for example,
Don't mind me asking.
big A4 plate, and you only want to just use a little bit at the top.
Right.
You don't want to use it. So to put it through there, it would take all 18 seconds.
Right.
You don't have to make it do 18 seconds. You
Okay.
can pause it using your middle button, stop it, and then you can reverse it back and bring it back out. So it's absolutely
Okay.
incredible.
You're not wasting.
It really is.
And
Not
I tell
wasting
you
anything.
what,
Not wasting anything.
Like you're saying at the moment, you might be thinking, now normally in the run of things, we'd be thinking 18 seconds, who cares? But you think about your electricity, the utility,
Yeah.
that's a key part
Absolutely.
of that machine nowadays.
Now, when I've talked about, so you've seen our lovely, beautiful Fiona, God love her. She's loaded her machine up with lots and lots of things on there.
Yep.
So this is the kind of thing that you can take. We talk about paper crafting and sewing, but these are the other things that you can use as well. So for sewers, multiple layer of fabric, one pass of the machine, you can cut up to 8 pieces of 100% cotton. Instantly.
At one go?
In one go. On one go. Honestly, we show it. I show it all the time. When I have got a couple of demos later on, maybe later on today or in the show, dependent. Drinks cans. I know that sounds bizarre, but it does cut metal. Craft metal as well as drinks can, which is an aluminium can. You've got on there Hessian. Real Hessian, the one that's got sticky back coating, cork, wood veneer, leather and faux leather. So on this side, there's leather and the faux leather variety. Cuts through cleanly. You will need a multimedia die, but I will talk about that in a second because you'll get them in the machine. You get craft card mylar. So if you love making your own stencils, this bit at the top is a piece of mylar or mylar, however you want to pronounce that. You could place dies onto your mylar or mylar,
I love it.
and you could die cut through it and create your own stencil.
Fantastic.
So that's an option if you want to. And there's other things on there, chalkboard and things like that. Mount board, multiple layers of felt, mirror card, glitter card, coated card, copper sheets.
Cork there as well?
Yes, there's cork, there's funky foam on there. There's even heavy-duty sandpaper, which I know you think is bizarre, but people do craft with multi-mediums, and it will cut it. It'll cut linen, it'll cut cardboard packaging, balsa wood, upholstery fabric, and so on and so on and so on. It's an absolutely belter of a machine.
Yeah.
It really is. And I've said to you this before, Zena, it's I call it the high end of machines. I can say that hand on my heart because I have used this machine for over 6 years. I've worked for the company for 6 years, just the beginning of this month. 22nd, actually.
Oh, yeah, because we were on, weren't we?
Yeah, you were on the other day on my little anniversary. But I owned my machine before I started working for crafters. It did change the way I crafted in the terms of, because it just sounds silly and cliche, but it's true. In terms of, it made life easy for myself because it cuts through. I know that there's no sweet points or hot points on there. I know that it cuts
frustrated.
through.
You can trust it.
I can trust it, and I genuinely mean that. In 6+ years that I've been using it, it's never let me down. I will never change. I will never change. The only thing we've ever changed about our machine, because our people will say, yeah, but there's other ones out there. Yes, there are. They are the Junior, there's the Go, there's the Mini and the Midi are the manuals. But the original, this is the original, I call it the OG. But it is the original. But it's got everything you need in terms of the machine, the cables, the plates. That's important because in the past I've had to buy extra plates. You're getting 2 cutting plates, 1 plastic shim, 1 magnetic shim, 1 rubber mat, and 1 metal shim. Everything you need.
And the user guide, you've got all that, haven't you?
There's the user guide. And there's a starter kit in there as well. Brilliant. So the starter kit you get
all that, look.
Thank you. Oh, look at that. You put it all down for me.
I thought you were trying to get
bless you. So you're getting a 3D embossing folder. You're getting your hexagons, which are the multimedia dies. You've got the blossoming borders and the flourishing elements on there as well, which are literally sentiments, little extra additional pieces, embellishments if you want, creator cards, everything that you need to get going. However, with this amazing deal, £70, over £70. And I think our lovely director has shown you, and they've shown you everything that you can see on there is all the extras that you're getting today, totally free of charge, nothing added. So not only have you got your starter kit, you've got all the added extras as well, which for me is just absolutely amazing value for money. And we've given you embossing folders in there, stamps and dies, we've given you stencils in there, sentiments in there, more stamps from our recent ranges. Honestly, this is fantastic.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But also, if you get it today, this is the thing. And it's almost like we've been having a competition and who can outdo each other. So Crafters and Companion are saying, right, here's the absolute belter of a die cutting machine, the absolute Bentley, the Rolls Royce, whichever you think is the high-end car. Then they're going to throw in over £70 worth of extra goodies. And we thought, well, we've got to get on this. We've got to get on this. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We will add to that offer today. Today's the last day to get it. £20 we're going to credit back to your HM account, your Hobbymaker account. That'll probably happen by the sort of tail end of the week. You just need a little bit of time, so bear with us, it'll get there. That could buy this whole offer today. So what I would do now is if you're thinking of getting this today, think, do you know what, right, that's if there's any left, because they have been selling very quickly, very quickly. The lovely thing is that you could treat yourself to all of this for free with that £20 credit, couldn't you? Yeah? Also, we do recognise now, for us here, thank goodness,
honestly,
it's payday. It's payday. It's payday today. We're all like, yes! It just feels like a long month. But the lovely thing is, if you are thinking, I would love this, I would love this, I'd love the goodies, I'd love the £20 credit back to my account, I want those £70, over £70 worth of goodies, I want all the stuff that comes with the die cutting machine. If you can manage £35.99, you will get everything we've just talked about, yeah? The £20 credit comes back into your account. So if you think about it, it's $15.99 you need to find, if that makes sense. Because again, if you've got a credit card, result, as long as Martin Lewis says, you pay it off in full. Anyway, sorry, I do love that man. But then there is no interest to pay. So in 30 days' time, we give you a little gentle reminder on an email and we say, look, Doris, it's coming out again, just bear with us. But the thing is, if you sell your cards that you're going to make, you could make the profit on the cards that you sell before your next payment comes out. Just saying. Today's the day.
Honestly, do you know, it's a nice point that you've made. I know not everybody makes a sale. I know people do it for gifts, for family and things like that. But in order to... And now this sounds wrong, but it's the only way I can say it. But in order to feed my crafty addiction that I had, I used to sell my cards to make and then pop everything that I made into what I called my craft kitty.
Yeah.
And the craft kitty then enabled me, because I was bringing kids up. So, you know, I was on my own, bringing kids up. Wasn't always had ready available money. But what I used to do was sell them £1 or £2. I never went over because I genuinely thought, you know, I love making them. It gives me joy. It gives me joy to gift as well, because I love gifting. But I do also love to, like, get some pennies back to pop into my little craft wallet to then enable me to buy my future craft things that I wanted.
Your treat tin?
Yeah, it was my treat tin. And, and it literally sometimes paid for me. And I will be totally honest, it's how I paid for my Gemini. It's how I paid for my Gemini, yeah, because it wasn't something, it was a considered purchase, and I didn't have the options. I did not have the options that you've got today. I didn't have the 5 easy split pays. I did not have that £20 credit back. I didn't get a goodie bag. I'll be totally honest. I got the starter kit. That's all I got with my machine. Bear in mind, I thought that were amazing. But it's those opportunities that you get. So I absolutely love the working relationship we've got with you guys at Hobbymaker, because we've given you a great deal. To you know, to everybody that's watching, a great deal on what I consider to be the best machine on the market.
Absolutely.
I will tell you about it. I will sing it till the cows come home. I use this machine day in, day out. You want a question, you want to troubleshoot, and you don't want to get in touch with me, and I will troubleshoot for you.
Is that the same machine you've had for 6 years?
Yes.
You've not, so it's
This one is the studio one, so this one's our studio one, but at home,
yours is the same one.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will tell you, it's also got a 1-year warranty on it. We don't mention this a lot, but it has a 1-year warranty on it.
Okay.
So if anything goes wrong with it, as long as you've not taken an hammer to it and tried to get inside there and see how it goes on and how it all works, don't be doing that, because you'll invalid your warranty, like you would do if you started messing around with your cooker or your washing machine. We give you, and this is the honestly, this is Sarah's law, I'm going to call it, because what she does is she says to you, you buy our machine, trust us. This is a machine that, and we're not a machine manufacturer apart from this one. You buy from Hobbymaker today. If anything goes wrong, we'll come. We, not me. I won't tell you.
Imagine Debbie.
But we will come and pick the machine up for you.
Oh wow!
Free of charge, and then we'll ship it back to you free of charge.
Do you know what?
Where else can you get that? And it's a 1-year guarantee. And I will tell you, if your machine goes out of guarantee, so now mine is out of warranty.
Yeah.
But I know that we've got a lovely man called Gemini John, who works up at head office. He works in our warehouse, and he fixes our Geminis. And if you can't fix it, we have what we call a service thing. It's a small charge that we ask, and you will get your refurbished machine or your machine fixed back. And you know, I've heard people tell me that they've had new sets of plates put back in, as well as being sent, and a courier service that literally is the best. That's out of the warranty period. But up to that warranty period of the 1 year, and this is something I want you to tell. We want you to trust in us when we say, go and read those reviews.
Yeah.
The consumable part of the machine, the rest of it is all the hardware. The consumable part is the plates. At some point, you will need to change plates. Do you flip? Do you rotate? Do all the rest of the things that you will do to get the longevity out of your plates. But that's the only consumable part. And let me tell you, Zena, I would rather pay for my plates to change them every so often, but have a machine that never lets me down. In 6+ years, before my time with Team Purple, I have never had any problems with the machine. It's never let me down. I've been lucky, touch wood.
Your best friend.
I've never,
isn't it?
it is like a best friend.
Yeah.
I couldn't do without it. But if you have any questions about the machine, anything that you want to ask, I'm here for the rest till 8 o'clock. I'm here till 2 and 4. You can ask away.
Message
if you can't do that, message me directly on my Debbie Robinson's page, and I will answer you. I promise you. But there's your message to the studio, because I will do my very best to answer any questions while you've got me here.
Brilliant.
Absolutely.
So do message in by all means, because you know what? It's one of those things, you've got to take that first step, haven't you, into buying from Shopping Television. We've had some lovely new customers this morning. But the great thing is as well, on top of everything else that we've just talked about, you don't have to worry. Because actually, we give you, you know, like when if you take that first leap of faith like a trapeze artist will do, and there's that safety net. So if anything goes wrong, it catches you. That's what the 30-day money-back guarantee is there for. So if you get it home and you think, do you know what, I'm not going to get the use out of it, it's whatever you just send it back. Now, I had a situation, when I said to you the other day, I went back to that warehouse that I buy my stuff from and I love. And I was in a queue, loads of people behind me, and I took something back, and it was faulty because it wasn't their fault, they don't make it, but it was faulty. And I stood there, and I felt like I was given the Spanish Inquisition, not that I can say it. And I felt really embarrassed. Yeah. And I'd like to think I'm quite a confident person. I felt really, not humiliated, but I felt like I was asking for something I shouldn't be, and it was faulty. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But there's none of that, because we don't ask you any... You know, as well, when you send things back to, like, the River website, it says, can you give... It's optional, but all the list of things... We don't ask you that. No. There are no questions asked. If you do not want to keep something, you send it back. Yeah. It's that simple.
And I will tell you as well, when it comes to the Gemini, we've talked about this, we will demonstrate, we show a little bits of demonstration. I've done it before, we've had shows before where I've demonstrated it. We offer free education all the time at Crafters Companion. We've got a wealth of tutorials regarding the, and I call them the 101s of the Gemini machine. I did one quite recently. I told you this the other day. Yeah. The 13th of August, I did, up at Crafters, I did a 2-hour-long show of how to use the machine from the very start. Brilliant. Talking about intricate dials.
Out of the box.
Yeah, out of box experience. Yeah. And I did everything through that. You could go back and you can watch that. Just type into YouTube. You can even go back on my page and find it on my page because it lives there.
Debbie with Y.
Debbie with Y, yeah. You might have to scroll back a bit, so it might be best to do it YouTube or go over to the Crafters Companion under the inspiration, look for it on there, and it's free.
Do you not charge for that?
No,
That's 2 hours of it.
We would rather give you free tuition, free education to use these things. It's all right you're buying them, but we don't want to just say, right, bye, see ya, we'll have your money, thank you very much, off we go. We're not about that. It's
you look
about
different on your page with your red hair.
Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord. Who's pulled that up? Who's pulled that up?
We have. Look at you there.
Oh dear Lord.
Oh, I like your red hair, Debbie.
But look, that's the kind of thing that you can go back and watch. And they're all free educations. There's free demonstrations in there. Yes, there's a bit of chit-chat, but you can squiddle past the chit-chat if you want to. But there is everything on there. And it tells you who it is. Yeah, because we have guests up there as well. So it is, honestly, and the free tuition's there. You can, like I said, tap it into YouTube as well and go on to the YouTube. The free education is there for you. We honestly, we love... I always say this, we're like a big family, and we want to give you that extra hug. We want to give you that extra step by step. We will never leave you on your own. All of the team.
You never left hanging.
Never, no.
Never.
No.
Never.
That's the one thing that is why I adore working. I will tell you why I adore working. Team Purple through and through, cut me in half, purple veins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why I'm passionate about working for Sarah and the team, and why I love what I do. I have been crafting for a long time, but I love the company that I work for because of that,
And that
back to that
shines
family
through, you know,
feel.
it does with all of you.
And it is.
It does.
And Sarah's never, we've said this before, starting 17 years ago, she's the most grounded person you'll ever meet, despite her success.
Yeah.
Despite her success, she is the most grounded person, the most loveliest person, really, really lovely woman to work for. But the ethos behind the company is that caring community, that caring crafting family. And I pride myself on the fact that I work for such a wonderful company.
But you know, just really quickly before I come to that message, my director just said she's the most polite woman I've ever met.
She is.
Really polite as well.
Just amazing.
You know,
She is.
Now, Tony's just said, good morning, ladies. Good morning. Good morning. Great show, Debbie, as usual. Here. Loving the magazine launch today. Oh, yeah. Now then, that's the thing. If you are new to us here today and you're thinking, I want to chat to you and I'd like you to answer me back through me telly, it's really easy. You just go to the website, click watch live, and can you see there it says send message to the studio? So you don't have to email. You can email if you want. Yeah, there's about 180 characters there. You can get it. Now keep it clean. Keep it clean.
It is. That's how I messaged him.
Yeah. So you know what? Yeah. No, that says Liam because she's logged in as Liam. Well, that could be. You used his credit card as well. Brilliant, fantastic. That's great. That's brilliant. But yeah, so you can also email into the studio as well. So that's studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. So it always throws me because jewelrymakers.com, hobbymakers.co.uk. So you can message through there as well. You can also pre-order all our goodies. Yeah. All the goodies are on there for you to pre-order. The magazines there, please, if you are thinking for Christmas, somebody might want to put together in your family. My stepdad's always about now, what do you want for Christmas? And I never know. But I now know, if you want the Gemini machine and somebody in your family can all put together, you know, grab that while you can today. Please. Please.
Do you want me to show that one? Please. Oh, yeah, I'll move the magazines that way because I want to get through absolutely everything in the show. But, yes, we will talk about the beautiful, and we've brought this back today. This is mine because I've wrote on top.
What have you written?
I've written what it is because they sit inside of me can I show you there? Vintage snowman. Because I keep everything so that I can just pull it off my shelf and I can see it.
You're
so that's
back
where
to the woman that used to record off the radio with the cassettes, aren't you?
I've actually said to Leanne, we need them just marking on there so it makes it easier. However, Vintage Snowman, one of our recent releases, absolutely beautiful collection. And we've got a little mini collection of that today. But we've brought the paper pad back. We've talked about paper pads before in the past. These are limited run editions.
We've got less than 50 left already.
Yes. So honestly, these are amazing. What did our lovely producer say? Do I know the price? I've absolutely no idea what price is, Kat. No idea what the price is.
But they're double-sided, aren't they?
They are double-sided, and I'm going to show you through just how beautiful these are. Now, the Vintage Snowman has got that vintage classic feel to them. Yeah. But the lovely thing about it being in 12 by 12 is the snippability, and we've shown you this by literally creating 4 different scenes in here. And you're getting, I think it's 36 sheets altogether, isn't it, if I remember rightly? 36 sheets, yeah. And you can feel the quality, but these are double-sided. So this is the difference between what we give you in the magazine, which is single. These are double-sided, but these beautiful scenes mean you can chop these down, use as scenes if you want to as well. But again, look how many you're getting of those. That's a lot of card blanks made straight away in the form of 6 by 6.
And I asked you a question this morning, didn't I? Yeah. And only because obviously while I'm learning, you might be thinking the same thing. And I looked at this and I said, oh my goodness, absolutely stunning. But I said, why are they so big? Didn't I? I said, why are they so big?
She said, why are they so big, Debbie? And I went, because we're giving you the choice to be able to use as a full sheet.
Yeah.
If you're into scrapbook layouts and you love scrapbooking, these are going to be perfect because you'll just use them as a 12 by 12. Most scrapbooks are around that layout. You can make them smaller.
Yeah.
But the reason we give 12 by 12 is that snippability.
Yeah.
You can cut into these, you can cut them down, you can get your 4 6 by 6s out of them. If you want to make bigger cards like 8 by 8, you sometimes can be limited to how you frame, how you mat and layer, but you've got the ability with the 12 by 12, which is why we've put those in.
And then you've got those
scenes
as well.
Yeah, there's more scenes in there, what you're showing as well. Honestly, it's just incredible. But the double-sided, let me just hold that up again so you can see.
Yeah, please do.
Double-sided, you've got those scenes in there, and then you've got the ability to use full pieces. But honestly, it's one of those that, how do you choose?
Gorgeous.
You've got some lovely strip borders in here as well.
I love them.
Yeah, if you love making, maybe on crackers or maybe around, do you know, a serviette ring? What do they call them?
Ring.
Napkin ring. You could
Round your
use
Christmas
those.
cake.
Yeah, round your Christmas cake.
Yeah.
All those kind, round your cupcakes. All those.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be about card making, scrapbooking, box making, and then all of that gorgeous colour tones running through there with that vintage feel. And of course, it's going to work beautifully with the vintage snowman, but it will work as its own.
As a standalone.
A standalone.
Just quickly, there's a crafter there trying to get 4. We only started with 50. 20% is in baskets, 10% is checked out. That means if you think of your percentages, we've got about 20 left. To put it into, because I always struggle a bit when I hear 10% and I'm thinking, oh, no, don't say sorry, Kat. It's just that for me, I'm one of them people, I need to know how actual many there are. So for me, I think, right, if there's less than 20, I've got to get a jelly on. $11.99.
And I will say, it's true when I say once they've gone, how much?
$11.99.
Oh my days, right. So I know we sell these at $14.99.
That's 20% saving.
An amazing saving before you start with the fabulousness of double-sided papers. And again, I've said this to you before. Yeah. I go to a local craft store. It's about the only one that's left in Barnsley now. But she sells sheets singularly. And they they are ranging from £1 up to £1.75. And I will pay that for one sheet, double-sided as well.
And you're getting how many?
And you're getting 36 sheets. If you think about it in that way, £36 if you're paying that £1. Double-sided as well, you would pay more. That's how I want you to look at these pads. We put it into, we've been saying it for a long time, and our paper pads just keep getting better and better and better. They're amazing. And like I said, this will work with that vintage snowman. If you've got the magazine, this will work with your vintage snowmen exclusive embossing folders and dies. It will work as a beautiful complement with it because it's from that same brand of the vintage snowman. But even if you've not gone for the magazine and you just want your paper pad and you want to top up and you bought the original, absolutely get it now while it's here. Again, if you haven't bought any of them, doesn't matter. This is a brilliant paper pad on its own.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Absolutely beautiful.
But you know as well, if you walked into that shop that our Debbie goes up to in Barnsley, and you got offered that for £1, that sheet for £1, and it's on both sides, you'd walk out there skipping, wouldn't you?
Oh, and I do. I still buy. I am a little bit of a paper addict. I'm not going to lie.
But you know what? That's 33p, Debbie love.
Yeah.
Today, a sheet.
Yeah.
Tricia said, good morning. Tricia just said, morning, lovely ladies. Oh, that's a nice message. Is that you, Tricia? You can be terrific, Tricia. Well, what a lovely first surprise, she says. Fab magazine deal and this amazing 12 by 12-inch vintage snowman. That's made my day. I love Christmas. Good for you, lovely girl.
Well, we're all getting into that Christmas thing now, aren't we? Yeah.
But it's September, isn't it? What, Thursday? No, tomorrow. Today.
It's tomorrow. Tomorrow, 1st of September?
It's tomorrow, isn't it?
And then it's 14 and a bit weeks or something like that?
No.
I think it's about... Actually, my daughter was born on the 19th. And she was September, and she was 14 weeks old on her first Christmas.
Oh, wow.
I think that's right. I think if memory serves me correct.
Not long then. Not long then. Oh, I love this. We're at 26 minutes past 7, and we've got a woo from Mary. She says, I've got mine. Have a lovely day. Oh. Julie just said, great artwork and magazine. Got mine. I cannot wait. I am so excited.
Well, do you know, I was that person that used to get excited about magazines. In fact, I used to buy my Crafter's Companion magazine. Before I worked for the company, I used to buy it at the craft box down in Alstica. Yeah, I used to buy it there all the time. And I used to walk in and she'd come, have you come for a magazine? Yes, I've come for a magazine. So I know what it feels like to get hold of an inspiration magazine because it does give you amazing value for money. And then, of course, you've got the exclusive little bit as well.
Just quickly, we have got the A4 papers in the Vintage Snowman coming up for you as well. But Tracy's got a question for you, Debbie Love.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Debbie. She said, I've got the Gemini Junior.
Yep.
Will you be bringing the new thicker fabric metal plates for the fabric for the Junior, please? Sorry.
Right now, I will say I don't think that's happening just yet, but I can pass that message on to crafters, to HQ, and I'll put your idea forward as well. I totally know what you mean by that because on Sewing Street, Becky has a thicker metal plates for cutting fabric with. You can cut fabric with your regular metal plate and your metal shim that comes with there. I've shown that because I cut it out all the time. But yes, I will put that idea forward about the Gemini Junior, and I would just say keep your eyes peeled because we always take feedback from customers. And we put the ideas forward. You can do that directly if you want to as well. You can contact the customer services at head office. However, I'll pass that forward. Brilliant. I've got a meeting later on. I'll just pass that little idea forward.
Thank you.
And yeah, we will. Because right now, as it stands, I don't think we are. However, never say never, because I might be wrong. I'm not from the sewing side of it. Becky is. But I'll find out for you. Yeah.
Brilliant. You know, we've just done 20% off. Good morning, Claire. So I'm going for a curry with Claire. I've booked the table. Luxury. This is the thing that we've got to bang on about again. It's all very well saying 20% off. I mean, great, brilliant result, but it's luxury. Don't me sound awful, but we've all had those cards, haven't we, at Christmas? You know the ones I'm talking about. The ones that if you so much as open the door, they're gone because they're so thin and wobbly that this isn't what we're talking about here. This will go with this. No, you know the magazine we've launched this morning?
Yes.
This will go with that and
Yes,
the previous vintage snowman that you've launched recently as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So it'll work with the little collection that we've got on today. It'll work with the papers from the paper pad.
Yep.
It will work as a standalone because this is cardstock. It's an essential. It's a crafty essential. We all need cardstock to make our mats and layers, to die cut into, to create the... And it really is. I'm glad you're getting it out.
Oh, do you mind? I was just going to say, do you mind? I couldn't help
No,
myself.
not at all. Get in there and show just how fabulous this is. But honestly, it is literally the most beautiful quality, and it is an essential, and it will work as well with the magazine.
It's glittery.
Oh yeah, there's sparkle in there. We've got pearlescent. So, and the beautiful glitter is encapsulated. It's an encapsulated glitter cardstock that does not disappoint. It does not shed. It looks exquisite. It really, truly looks exquisite. And it is the most amazing quality as well.
So this is 180 GSM. So could you do a card out of 180? Sorry, a box.
Oh yes, box card blanks. Yep, absolutely. Yep.
Ah, so you know those lovely, those boxes with the snowman earlier?
Yes.
Would you do it out like a glitter?
Yes.
Could you? Those
Yeah,
boxes?
of course you could. Yeah, absolutely. I know you're getting excited. I can tell you're getting excited.
Sorry, you see,
I love your enthusiasm.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's like when you're like a kid in a candy shop, new to crafting. I was exactly the same. Let me tell you, I was exactly the same.
Well, Gwen yesterday, she came up when we finished the show at 6 o'clock. She came over and she went, "Zena, you can't buy everything." I said, "Oh no, but I've got to have the building
But you want
flakes."
to buy everything. That's the thing. You want to buy everything. I remember what I was like at the beginning of my crafty journey. I was exactly the same. I've got to have. I was the same.
Though. So just to mention then, you've got 24 sheets in total. You've got all the different colours. You've got this glitter. These colours of these glitters are sensational. And like you say, you expect it to be bitty or sort of and it's lovely and small.
It's encapsulated, so it does mean it's non-shedding. It won't, when you die cut through that, it doesn't shed the glitter.
Go everywhere.
So I've had glitter in the past where you've cut into it, or you just touched it and it rubs off into your hands or drops onto your floor or all over your tables. It doesn't. It's encapsulated. It's got a coated covering over the top that seals the glitter in, and it doesn't matter if you you score on it.
Yeah.
Use it for mat and layers. If you do that little bit of gutting in between so you get the most out of your cardstock. But honestly, it is superb quality.
Make your bottle bags.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tags, I mean, you've got everything there, haven't you?
You could use that for anything.
That is absolutely
Boxes,
gorgeous.
cards, bases, mats and layers, die cuts,
Crackers.
anything you want to do with it.
Crackers. 20% off again. That's just $11.99. You can have as many as you like. As many as you like. When we said about buying earlier, by the way, we said, I'm so sorry, Kat, but Kat's our producer. I talked about the web. Didn't mention the free phone number as well. Because not everybody's got access to the web. Not everybody's got access to the Wi-Fi. You might have a NAF signal. So we've got our own in-house wicked. We will bang on about our call centre all day long. Because call centres get a bad rep. They get a bad reputation. Ours are exemplary, helpful, in the building. You know, they're here, they're in the UK.
That's so refreshing, I can
Isn't
tell you.
it?
It is refreshing. Yeah.
You know, I haven't got to spell Midlands to somebody. I don't mean that to be rude, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
You
I
know.
know what you mean. It's refreshing to talk to someone. Nothing automated, nothing from abroad or anything like that. It's lovely to and to know that they're literally
right there,
up
up
there.
there.
We can see
We'll have to
the
take them
gallery.
in sometime. won't
Yeah,
we?
because it's
so
like a
lovely.
glass gallery that we can see, and we can see all the guys that
They're great.
walk past. So
They're
yeah,
great.
it is lovely.
Yeah,
It is.
they're fab. So free. There's our producer.
Oh,
Little
look.
morning
Are you having a stretch, Kat?
Oh, they got stretch. There she is. Look. There she is. That was Ollie, by the way, our lovely director. A gorgeous man with the longest arms in the world. But yeah, so call that free phone number at the bottom of your screen. They're fab. Fab. Right then, now we've got other magazines.
We have. We've got the last half hour. We'll try and get
Yeah.
through all the rest of the magazines
Yes,
that we've
please.
got, because we have brought you the new one. We've talked about that a lot, but we've also got other editions, and I'm going to talk about the previous one, which
Brilliant.
was issue 4. I've got it here. It's exactly the same kind of format. It's a lovely handbag size. It's the same kind of format where you get your magazine in one end, and again, always love the idea of these. You get this little belly band. I'm just going to rip mine off. Let's just get that
Go
off.
on, rip it.
But I'm going to go, and I'm going to get it. You can see literally everything packaged in here beautifully. Another set of fabulous stamps. I'm just going to bring in a bit of white cardstock so you can see that better, Zena.
Oh, yes, please.
Oops. She pulled the tiniest bit of white. What on earth did I expect to do with that? I have no idea. Let me just bring in a bit of white cardstock so you can see the fabulous stamp set on here. Go wild. We do some animals with attitude. This is an exclusive design set of animals with attitude. Lots of lovely no problema.
Problema.
You're a llama front. I have to laugh. We just click. Absolutely time to party. Apparently, it's your birthday. Another birthday. That's me this year. A trunk full of. Love this as well. To my fabulous friend, just for you, love. Friends share memories, laughter, and love. You'll be doing a lot of that later on at your curry.
Oh.
But honestly, say cheese.
Love cheese.
It's a lovely stamp set in there. So that's one of your one of your gifts in your kit. I say gifts. It's for you to get, creative with. What have we got in this one? Nesting. Oh, now I'm going to tell you this.
Oh, go on.
I adore this. This is a nested die set, which creates, and I'll bring it in for you, which creates beautiful, gorgeous, stitched nesting stars.
Oh, I've got to
It
get
is
that.
beautiful, and that's part of the kit as well.
Nesting stars die
Nesting
set.
stars dies, and then you're in this one. You've got a stencil and a template, and this is beautiful. I love this one. You can create your tags, your hexagons on there. You've got all this. There's not just one in there. There's two to create these designs. So if I just bring that card back in a second ago, can I just show you the background? You see the background?
Yeah.
It's this part here. It's just been placed on. It's just placed on and then literally taken to create an inky background. So that's that little element alone. So look at all the rest you've got on there. Love hearts, dotted design. I'll try and put my hands underneath so you can see it. Flowers, borders, cross stitch. Honestly, it's fabulous.
That might help.
Thank you.
Flower.
Thank you very much. There you go. Look how beautiful it is. Absolutely amazing. So like I said, there's not just one, there's two, because you've got the template in there as well to create other things as well. It's absolutely amazing. Look at that. So that's two in there as well as the stamps, as well as the dies. So that's your
Go
kit.
back in time, Debbie.
It's nice to go back in time.
You know, what did we have, like, Jackie?
I know.
We had Jackie, didn't we? I mean, Jackie were great, but my friends
Now-
didn't at that musical. But why didn't we have this?
We didn't have this. No, I know.
little girl?
Now, as with our all of our crafted collections, topper sheets, they're already die-cut elements for you. You can see in the theme here, a little bit of a party balloon. But then the beautiful papers. I mean,
balloon
and can I
dog.
just say as well, the papers that you get in there, guess what I'm going to tell you again?
Go on.
You've got downloaded. You've got the downloaded option, so we're giving you a physical copy, but then you've got the download element to be able to craft with time and time and time again.
Wow.
And then the magazine, in this one, there are 79 projects. And I'm just going to give you a little flip, literally, into there to kind of see the things that we do
Brilliant.
in our collections and all the things that you can make with the craft kit. We don't leave you empty-handed. Look at all these beautiful makes. Skill level the same and all those kind of things.
Right.
Little welcome note, exactly the same. In that handbag size magazine, pop that into there and you put everything together to have the magazine all in one place. However,
Go on.
we're giving you more because we've got, I talked about the animals with attitude, brilliant, which is in there, but we've also given you some more cute animals. And we do things really well at Crafters Companion, and we did some over-the-edge characters, stamps and dies, enabling you to create these beautiful, beautiful projects that you can see on the front of your packaging. So you're getting 3, and these are exclusive. So we've had out past,
again?
yeah. So it's
Brilliant.
exclusive to Hobbymaker again. These designs are not in the same collection that we've got at head office that we launched earlier on.
Okay.
These are exclusive. So the exclusive characters are the cutest little pigs and gerbils and hamsters, whichever you want to call it.
Guineas.
You've got the lovely little hare and well, it could be a unicorn. Or it could be a horse, depending on what you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then the lovely, shall we call them the little sloth-like creatures?
Yeah.
Little monkey on there. But again, just beautiful and exclusive. And you're getting all of that. And again,
Under £20 again.
oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes. So if you've missed out, when we launched this, and I think it's our Jan that launched it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
If you missed out, don't worry, because we've got it back today
How
at
much
a
is that?
fabulous price. Them alone, all those 3 there, are worth the $19.99.
Exactly.
Let alone the 70, how many did I say it was?
78,
79 projects, home decor, card making, scrapbooking, all sorts of thing. We've brought this one back to you because it hasn't been with you since May. I think about May time.
really?
Yeah, so it's nice that we've
like
brought
August.
that back.
Gosh, that's 4
with
months.
those exclusives as well.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Do you want to see a bit of inspiration?
I'm so
I'll
sorry,
show you
Kat.
a
I'm
bit of
struggling to hear
inspiration.
you. Can you just...
So you've seen my beautiful one there. Look at this. This is beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. But from our Bianca, she creates the most amazing designs in there. But of course, everything that you've got in here, you're able to... Oh, look at that. I'm just going to show you this one. Look at this. Using the little character in the centre and then the stars and the papers looks beautiful. So many different cards that you can make, tags in there, some really beautiful ones. And then, honestly, it just goes on and on and on. Look at this fabulous one. That's using the stencils and the templates.
Cool, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Loads of lovely ideas how to use them. The little templates that you see here are from that template. Again, absolutely amazing. Just some gorgeous designs that you can make, all those projects in there, and just absolutely
Can I just jump in really quickly, only because I don't mean to be rude, just my director's
so
laughing
sorry.
at me. He said, I've never seen you being beaten by somebody that can talk more than you can. And do you know what? Total respect. No, total respect. I am in awe of this woman. She's brilliant. They're laughing in there.
I am a little bit of a chatterbox. I do like to talk.
No, it's brilliant. But all I want to say is when we, and that's how passionate this lady is, when we launched this in May, right, it sold out in like minutes. Then we restocked it, sold out again. And that was only 4 days later, sold out again. And I'm not trying to just go, oh, it keeps selling out. What I'm trying to say is, in your basket, Sarah, Leslie, Jan, Joanne, Sue, Rose, Janet, Primrose, Crafter, Tina, Kathleen, Christine. We've only got 100 again today, so please don't miss it. Don't be that sloth, because you've seen how slow a sloth is. Yeah, so, sorry, Pauline. I just wanted to make sure that people don't forget to check out. Right, got the next one.
Yes, because we did say this was totally magazine. All today is all about the magazines and opportunities for you. Maybe you missed out the first time round. I remember bringing issue 3. I'll talk about the exclusives in a second. But the issue 3 is, again, another magazine jam-packed full of over 68 projects in here. And as always, you can see a theme running through here, can't you? Literally a theme running through, where in terms of your craft kit on your left-hand side.
Yeah.
And this is fabulous. I'm just going to bring these out because this is a gorgeous stamp set. And again, I'm just going to bring a piece of white cardstock. Beautiful stamp set on there to create some really lovely spring-like Easter projects, spring-like projects, summer projects if you want. So you get your stamp set in there, Zena. On this one, we've got, and I love this. I'm just going to tell you, this butterfly stencil is beautiful. I'm going to bring in the darker piece so that you can see it up against the dark piece. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh. Beautiful stencil, pastes, inks, all those kind of things that you want to pop through there. So that's your stencil. And if I remember rightly, this one...
What do you call a group of butterflies?
Oh, do you know, I forgot.
Kaleidoscope.
That's it, kaleidoscope.
Nice, isn't it?
I should remember that because I've been asked that many a time. Do you want to see the die?
Yes, please, yes, please.
Oh, honestly, this die. Border dies. Not just one, a trio. Cut in on its own. Use the 2 border dies to create 2 different effects in terms of stitching, and then stitching that you can use actual thread through to thread through there as well. Beautiful die in there alone. For me, again, the price that you're going to see on the screen is well worth this. Now, my papers took a bit of a battering. But you've got topper sheets and you've got papers in here too. And look how gorgeous these are. Very summery, spring-like ones. And do you know what I'm going to say again, Zena?
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say again?
Go on.
Guess what you can do once the papers have run out?
Have we got a downloadable?
There's a download in here
QR
as
code
well.
and URL for
Absolutely. You absolutely can. And it's like all self-explanatory in the magazine. But this is 72 tips. And there's scrapbooks in here. There's sewing in here. There's things that we've had in our launches recently this year. And some lovely pieces in terms... Oh, look.
Kissing rabbits.
This was me. This was when I contributed to the magazine. I contributed using our lovely positive thoughts and created all these for the magazine. But yeah, absolutely, tons of inspiration.
Lovely.
Lots of quizzes in there and behind the scenes, crafty gossip, all that kind of thing
Great sort of
that you come
Easter
to
colours,
expect.
aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
And do you know what else we've got in here?
What?
With this, but wait till you see the price. TV exclusive Edgeables.
Oh, that peacock.
Beautiful dragon and beautiful peacock. And at some point through the day, I've got a little demo lined up with these. But do you see the price on the screen?
$19.99, yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
For me, again, these 2 dies alone are worth that price on the screen. However, Kat told me she was doing something a little bit extra special. So
yeah.
you're going to get the 2 dies,
Yeah.
magazine, don't forget 72 projects, all that craft kit, all the downloadable. But look what she's doing. She's bringing it down.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that price.
No. So those are absolutely free.
Totally free.
Completely
Yeah,
free.
You're paying for the magazine, the craft kit, and everything else, and the dies are coming for free.
Hello, everybody. And I did say to Debbie this morning, I said, Debbie, that peacock, she went, do you want a demo this afternoon? I went, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, this sold out at £22.98 before. Sold out. This is an absolute...
It's
grab it.
I call them a little stonker. They're a stonking great deal today. It's amazing. Look at that beautiful peacock. This is not a little die. This is the big die used in this is a combination of the beautiful die that Wendy's done and the stencil. Look how stunning that looks. And then there's projects that you can be making using the exclusive dies content that's in the magazine. The birdhouse is absolutely beautiful. You've got the border die in there. The border die is used in a different way. The peacock used in a different way. Take a look at this one. with that beautiful border. So there's the border, the stencil, the dragonfly. Really gone to town, Astrid did with this one. She's used absolutely everything, including the papers. Some fabulous, fabulous work from our design team, as
Pauline,
always.
look.
But the price.
Debbie.
Oh, look at that.
Pauline.
Oh, my days.
Why am I looking at you saying Pauline?
I'm thinking,
so
who's
sorry.
Pauline?
I'm so sorry, Debbie.
Pauline?
So, right, I'm so sorry. Do you know what? It's because there's a Pauline on there. Sue, listen, oh my goodness me, we're going to sell out of this again.
Going
Look
crazy,
at it.
because you've just seen the value. 2 free edgeable dies. Go and take a look at what our edgeable dies are to buy, and they're exclusive.
And there's
you
people-
won't find them on the website.
So there's a crafter trying to get through. And you can have as many as you like. There's Sarah trying to get to. You're probably buying for a friend. $12.99. We've not seen this for 4 months now. I've not seen it since May. Please, please, please don't miss out on that one, because that is going to sell out, I reckon, before we even come off air at 8 o'clock this morning. Oh, well done.
Now,
Debbie.
we've talked about, coming up to the last little part of the show, and we've talked about issue 5, issue 4, issue 3. They had the exclusives. I've got another little treat for you in store. So this is issue 1 and issue 2 of our rebranded Global Crafters Inspiration magazine.
Okay.
Which means all over the world we sell this.
Yeah.
It's not just...
We saw that with those
Yes.
makes, didn't we?
Yeah, so they do, and again, these are 2... shall we have a little flick through? Do you want to have a little flick through so I'll show you?
Yes, please.
So let's go to issue 2. We'll save issue 1. Now, again, this is a box fresh
We
one.
know what's going to happen.
Because I don't know what I did with my box 2. So our gorgeous Jimmy yesterday, I said, have you got a spare one? He went, just for you, Debs? Absolutely.
Oh.
So I'm going to go in and just literally going to show you everything in here. Now, this is absolutely fabulous. I'm going to show you everything that you're getting in here.
Sassy and classy.
So there's sassy and classy in here as well, yeah, but we've got a beautiful border die, border embossing folder, a nice standard one there. Watch what we've got in this one as well. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go in. Look at me just ripping in there, getting so carried away. We've got the Fabulous Friend. So this is an edgeable. So an edgeable die that cuts out at the top and then cuts into the cardstock, stays connected. So Fabulous Friend, edgeable die. So you've got an embossing folder, an edgeable die, and some sentiment stamps in here. And this is just in one of the issues. And when I say sentiments, wait till you see these. I will just bring my little card. Honestly, beautiful, gorgeous perfume bottles, just stunning. Very high-end, those lovely Parisian kind of French bottles. So that's your stamp set. You're getting in here as well. Look at me, I'm doing it again. Let's just get in there. Absolutely, it's always nice to open a fresh bank hat. Beautiful papers. Take a look at these stunning papers. They are gorgeous, including a topper sheet, as you would always expect with these. And guess what I'm going to tell you with this one, Zena?
Go on.
Have a guess.
Downloadable.
Downloads, yeah.
Downloadable.
So this is the physical copy that you're getting, but you've got the downloaded section. So we're never leaving you without the papers. You've always got them to click, print and go. 75 in this one. Brilliant. 75 amazing projects, literally with the most amazing things that we've had out from Sharon Callis, sewing in there, colouring in there, how to use your stamps, how to do lots and lots and lots and lots of things in there in your magazine. So that's number 1. Number 2. We'll just quickly go into, put it away nice and neatly, Debbie. Nice. Get in there, little devil. So that's number 2. We'll go to number 1. And
stay with us, because you do not want to miss this deal.
no, honestly, wait till you see. So again, let's go in. I'm going to go in and rip in these because
Yeah, go on, Debbie, love.
you can see beautiful Christmas themed, maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, a bit of both. A little bit of gingham, a little bit of dotty spots, a little bit of
that's
Christmas.
everybody there.
And a beautiful topper sheet. And this was from one of our ranges that we did, which was and if I remember, it was the cookie one with the, what was it called? The collection. Do you know, I've completely forgot. That's because we bring out so many collections, I'm telling you. But it was one of Leanne's favourites. She didn't see that then.
She didn't see it.
Me
She
box.
wasn't, no.
Just flip me box, getting a little bit overexcited. Honestly, wait till you see what's in this one. It's amazing. Some gorgeous Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas dies.
Oh, lovely.
Yep. So that's another Christmas themed one. You've got Christmas stamps in this one. So
Doesn't end, does it?
It honestly doesn't end. And I say Christmas. Look at the Christmas tree that you've got on there. Absolutely fabulous. Build your own Christmas tree. Again, all
Get the
exclusive
whole
stamps and dies.
stars.
You won't find these on. There might be like a little takes of the collections that we've had out, but they're not the same. They're exclusive. Right. One of my favourites, and I'm just going to bring back in that dark one, is this gorgeous stencil here. beautiful stencil. That comes with your free kit in this one. What am I going to say on this one, Zena?
Download
Yeah,
all
absolutely. With exclusive content as well as the papers. And
How
then
many
again,
projects?
all of the projects. And this one, 60.
60.
60 projects that you can copy and emulate. And in fact, another
Brilliant.
one that I did there, I remember doing this one, taken some of our
Nice.
sewing dies and I created papercraft. That was my frame that I made for my granddaughter. And that sits every Christmas in her little bedroom. Just beautiful.
And this is the one that
pieces.
re-kick-started the whole new
The new one,
rebranding
yes,
and relaunch.
absolutely.
Right,
When we
okay.
rebranded and relaunched, this was what kick-started it. So,
Wow.
$12.99 and $12.99 for these two
Brilliant.
issues.
So
So that's what, 20...
$25.98.
Thank you very much. But Kat said to me, Debbie, we're going to do something pretty amazing with this one as well.
Outrageous. Outrageous. The 44 seconds is ticking down to the... I mean, wow. www.hobbymaker.co.uk. You need to be there. Or your phone, I'm no doubt that free phone number is on pre-dial. You know, it's there. It's ready there for you. You should be dialing it to our
Oh
call
my
centre
goodness, look at it going
right
bananas.
now. Okay, right now, because I promise you now, you thought the other magazines this morning were a great deal, and they are absolutely, they are magazines that just keep giving on. But this deal here that we're about to do before we hand over to Jewellery Maker will blow your socks off. Okay, it's going to wake you up with a bang. Buy one, I say you buy one, Debbie with a Y.
And you get one free.
You get one.
Buy one, get one free. Our little gift to you. Have a little dabble into the world of magazines. Free craft kits in there. It's just amazing. And it literally is. This could be the gift that you give to someone that you
Totally
know where you can gift two friends in one fell swoop.
Yep.
Two gorgeous gifts there.
20%
Honestly.
in the basket. Yeah. But it's like, I've got a friend, Dorothy, our lovely Dorothy, and she emigrated to be with her kids in New Zealand,
Yes.
just as tail end of lockdown, very difficult to get her out there. But anyway, and we're really good friends, and she was my mum's best friend, and she's turning 80 this year. Forgive me for saying that. But how lovely, if I could post her that for Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we could do FaceTime.
Yeah.
And then we could
Craft together,
together,
share your
things
ideas
together.
together. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. And have an inspiration. Like I said to these magazines, I want you to think about this magazine as not just for what's in the kit. I want you to think of this as being your, do you know, when that you get that writer's block, that crafter's block?
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
you to think, go back to one of those magazines, have a look at a project in there that you might be able to tweak to something that you already own in a collection.
Yeah.
It is
Yep.
one of those magazines that offers you inspiration after inspiration. It's one of those that is always there for you to go back to revisit, to use. You've got the downloadable element of the papers. Once
Yep.
the papers have gone, don't worry. You've got that download. You follow
brilliant.
those. And then the exclusive content. It's not just card making. It's home decor. It's sewing. It's scrapbooking. It's all sorts of things that are in there.
There'll be
Everything you
something
can
to tickle everybody's fancy.
It is, absolutely.
Right,
But for me, one of the best magazines out there, it is all thriller. No
Yep.
filler. And of course, we've got the brand new one out today with those exclusive
today.
dies and embossing folders. It's honestly, it's been a pleasure this last couple of hours. I'm not going to lie. It's been fabulous. But it's been fabulous to bring all of our
Hasn't it?
inspiration
Yeah.
to you guys. I know we've not done any demos. We'll try and get one or two in the next 2 hours that we do later on this afternoon. But it is all about these magazines today.
Absolutely.
And whether you've gone for one, whether you've gone for all, you've got some inspiration to take from today in the terms of projects, real-time projects that you can create and
Brilliant.
recreate and recreate.
Brilliant. Now, did we have 100? We had 100. 30 have already checked out. 22 in baskets, and that just keeps growing. So already, once you've all gone, half the stock has gone, and we've only been doing that for a couple of minutes, if that. So, 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Now, the good news is, at 2 p.m. today, Debbie with a Y will be back, and she will be demoing with a 2-hour bonanza. But don't go anywhere, because we've got Sewing Street and Jewellery Maker.